For fans by a fan.
Watch out!
A wrestling podcast for the casual and hardcore. Tweener Wrestling.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
Good afternoon, nation. What's good? It's your boy MP, and as promised, I am back with another episode of Tweener Wrestling Podcast. Now, today's episode, we are discussing my top 10 rising stars of the women's division. And then at the very end, we're going to drop another segment of Fix My Wrestler. Now, yesterday we did Karrion Kross. We paired him with Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, going after whichever title he wants to go after. We put a nice little storyline into it, and it was fucking fire, in my opinion. So go and check that out. Today's Fix My Wrestler segment at the very end is going to be featuring Ricochet, and I think that's going to be cool and hilarious at the same time. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, be sure to sub and like. If you're listening to me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever podcast platform, be sure to rate with whatever system they got, leave a review, and help the channel and the podcast grow. Without further ado, let's get into this episode. Let's go. Alright guys, it's time to give this list to you, and I am going to apologize ahead of time because I know that I'm going to jack up somebody's name. So my apologies, y'all can kill me in the comments. But coming in at number 10 is none other than The Rock's daughter, Ava. Now, I could have sworn her name was Ava Rain, but we ain't gonna trip on that. But yes, Ava. When I first saw her, I thought she was going to be Garbo trash. But I gotta remember, when I first saw Charlotte Flair, I was like, wasn't feeling it. When I first saw Jade Cargill in AEW, wasn't feeling it. Now they're both in my top 3 next to Rhea Ripley. So Ava, I see you. When I can actually see her being a women's NXT champ within a year and also holding a championship belt on the main roster, probably within the next 3 years. So I see her, I fucks with her. The smile is kind of off to me because she just has those huge bunny rabbit buck teeth, but that's not her fault. Po child, that's not her fault. Coming in at number 9, for to jack this name up, Nikita Lyons, whatever it is. I actually put this list together about 3 months ago, right? But when I did it then, I had her higher. That's when she was still an active in-ring competitor. Now when you see her, she's kind of phasing away. I'm assuming she's dealing with the injury. But if you go on her Instagram, you really can't tell if that's the case, because the only thing she keep doing is posting workout videos and modeling videos, like IG model videos. And it's giving me very Eva Marie vibes. I'm like, I really don't see the passion to be a WWE superstar in her. Now, I got her in at number 9 because she has a huge fan base, and I like her too. And she's pretty hot as well. But like, I feel like the passion is not there. But if the passion is there, or she can find it, she can definitely go to the top. Number 8 is somebody I don't care about, but I gotta put some respect on her name. She's part of the main roster. It's Zoe Stark. Now, she just got to the main roster not too long ago. She was brought up basically in pair with Trish Stratus. They kind of came to an end at the Payback pay-per-view that just passed not too long ago. So I don't really know what's next for Zoe. I'm assuming I think she just had a match with Shayna. And then they might pair her with Shayna and go after the tag titles since Ronda is gone again. The only thing I can think of with Zoe is I don't see Hall of Fame potential, but I see a very useful, that's not the word I'm trying to say, a very useful, reliable, maybe that's the word I'm thinking about. So when I think of Zoe, I think of one of those wrestlers that's going to be like, whenever they need a solid in-ring competitor to pair with somebody, she's going to be that person, like a Natalya. I can see her becoming like a Natalya. Like, yes, Natalya is going to the Hall of Fame, but in all honesty, like, if Natalya wasn't a part of the Hart Dungeon and the Hart family, she probably wouldn't be going to the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying. But I see Zoe becoming like that in her career. She's just going to be good old reliable, a workhorse, somebody that's not bad, but somebody that's not good and at the top. Coming in at number 7. Now, I haven't really watched this young lady at all, but when I see her gimmick, it reminds me a lot of Alexa Bliss. And I'm probably going to say her name wrong as well. I'm looking at my card. Thea Hale, I believe that is. She's a part of Chase U. She giving me Alexa Bliss. I remember when Alexa Bliss got called up and she came out, she cut a promo, it was trash. She was an afterthought. And then next thing you know, she's a 5-time women's champ. I want to say Alexa Bliss is she's not a Grand Slam champ. She's a 5-time WWE women's champ. And she's a WWE, she's held the tag titles before as well. So she's pretty good. I can't remember if Alexa won the Royal Rumble. I feel like she got her Money in the Bank, or maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But that's neither here or there. Thea Hale, if I'm saying her name right. Just because like Alexa Bliss was a part of that tag team in NXT as well, where she's kind of like a cheerleader, rah-rah kind of gimmick with Buddy Murphy and some other guy I can't remember. Thea Hale gives me that same vibe. So the only way her career can really take off is if she's booked properly. But I feel like she got it in her. She just got to be booked properly. Coming in at number 6. I was like, where am I? Coming in at number 6. Maxine Dupree. First saw her with Maximum Male Models. Didn't care about her. Thought she was just another pretty face. Then they start giving her more things to say on the mic. Then she became like this Lana type of wrestler. Like, I'm comparing her rise to stardom. Very similar to Lana. Like, Lana was just nice to look at. Then Lana started getting in the ring, and it was kind of trash, but we just loved Lana so much. Lana, what was the cheer? Lana is the best. Lana number 1. I think it was something like that. But anyway, very like Lana. I got my eye on Maxine Dupree a lot. Hall of Famer? No. Will she ever win a title? Women's tag champs, if they don't like get rid of those. Could she be lucky and become Miss Money in the Bank one day and turn that into a title? Yeah. But peak Maxine Dupree, I give her two title runs. At her peak, I give her 2 title runs. At minimum, I give her a tag team championship. That's Maxine Dupree. Number 5. Now, number 5, I don't know what's going on. I guess I should have did more research before I turned the camera on. But Indy Hartwell. I know she got a huge following as well. Her and Dexter Lumis. Not sure what's going on with her. I'm assuming she's nursing an injury as well. But Indy, now we're getting it top 5. So now we're getting into future Hall of Famers, possibly. And Indy is definitely one. Like, everybody before number 5, I feel like outside of Ava, the Rock's daughter, the rest of them probably most likely not going to the Hall of Fame. If Indy can stay healthy, she can stay on TV, she can get a couple titles, people fuck with Indy real tough, I really feel like Indy can be a future Hall of Famer. Number 4, Roxanne Perez. I don't know what it is about her. She is the protege of Booker T. I don't know what it is about her that makes me gravitate to her. But Roxanne Perez seems like the type of wrestler I would dislike. But I love Roxanne Perez. Whenever Roxanne Perez really get it going and get to the main roster, and Charlotte's gone, and Bayley's gone, and Becky's gone, and when they're on their way out, I can see Roxanne Perez being in my top 3 favorite wrestlers. So Roxanne Perez, number 4. Okay, number 3, Cora Jade, who is like Paige 2.0. Now, once again, we in our top 5 now. So this Hall of Fame type status we in now. Cora Jade definitely got everything it takes to be a WWE Hall of Fame superstar. She has everything. I can't find one thing missing from Cora Jade. Now, I haven't seen her cut a lot of promos, so maybe that could be it. But from everything else that I saw with her, she's like the total package. So I love everything about her. She can definitely become a Grand Slam champ. I'm extremely surprised that she hasn't won the NXT Women's title. I actually felt like when Mandy Rose left, Cora Jade should have took the torch and kept it going when Mandy Rose left. Or got terminated. All right, number 2. Now, my number 2 and my number 1 spot, I switched them around a lot because I was very unsure on who exactly needs to be in those spots. And you guys might be looking at this or listening to this thinking like, who the fuck is over Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez and Indy Hartwell? Like, y'all finna kill me for this. But number 2 is Tiffany Stratton. Now, don't get me wrong. When I first saw Tiffany Stratton, I was like, get this Walmart great value Mandy Rose out of here. And then I saw her wrestle. Not in NXT 2.0, but NXT when they brought, like, transitioned back to just NXT. That's when Tiffany Stratton started catching my eye. That's when she started getting better. She, in my opinion, is Mandy Rose 2.0, yes. But when I say 2.0, I don't mean she is the equivalent to Mandy Rose. I mean, I think she is better than Mandy Rose. Just like Cora Jade is Paige 2.0, I think Cora Jade is better or has the potential to be better than Paige. Right now, Paige is better than Cora Jade. But in the future, I feel like Cora has potential to be better. Tiffany Stratton, in my opinion, is already better than Mandy Rose was, especially in ring. Now, her promo skills is hit and miss. I've seen her cut good promos. I've seen her cut horrible promos. Tiffany, I think what would be a cool gimmick to partner her with that will take her to the next level is I feel like she needs to get a lap dog. And when I say a lap dog, I don't mean an actual barking dog. I mean, like, she need to get like some little weak James Ellsworth looking guy to like boss around and push around, similar to I think Carmella did that with James. Yeah, it was Carmella and James, like something similar to that. I feel like Tiffany Stratton should add that to her gimmick, and that'll take her gimmick to the next level. But I love everything about her. She do need to sharpen her mic skills a little bit more. The only thing that scares me about Tiffany is we're not in that era anymore where women are just looked at and then their matches are like bathroom break type matches. That's the only thing that scares me about her. She comes across as trying to be too prissy, too pretty, that I think the cooler chicks like the Rhea Ripleys and the Cora Jades, and like I think the cooler chicks are gonna be more favored and liked over Tiffany Stratton because she gives you that like early 2000s WWE divas feel, and we just not there no more. So, or maybe that could be what makes her stand out, that she is the only one that's giving us that WWE 2002 divas type feel. But anyway, number 1. Now, like I said, number 1 and number 2, I had to flip it around because to be honest, Tiffany was my number 1, but I was like at first I was like, man, they're going to kill me if I put Tiffany at number 1. But then again, I was like, Tiffany, I was like, who do I bank on becoming a bigger star? Tiffany or the person that I got at number 1? And the person that I put at number 1, I was like, I'll put my money on her becoming a star, a bigger star than Tiffany, just because, like I said, that WWE Divas gimmick that Tiffany got, I don't know if it's going to stick. But number 1, and I'm probably going to say this girl last name wrong, Gigi Dillon, Gigi, whoever, I don't know. But she got it. Gigi, to me, is like if you take Becky Lynch and freaking give me somebody like she got like the kick-assery of a Becky Lynch, but then she got the hotness of like a Trish Stratus. Not really Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is a bad person to compare her to. But like what I'm trying to say is, I almost knocked my mic down. Apologies if you guys if you guys heard that. But she just has that it factor as well. And I'm glad that she is kind of separating herself from the tag team with Jessie Jane, I believe her name. I'm glad she separated herself because she has mega star potential. Now, like I said before, my top 5 is Hall of Fame picks guaranteed. That is Indy Hartwell, Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade, Tiffany Stratton, and Gigi Dillon. Is it Dillon? Dillon? I don't know. Y'all kill me in the comments for this list, and y'all kill me in the comments for messing up these names. Now, honorable mentions. I got 2 honorable mentions. They did not make the list, but they were extremely close to making the list. Number 1 honorable mention is Lash Legend. Lash Legend. That's hard to say without getting tongue-tied for me. Lash Legend. When I first saw her, I'm like, oh, WWE trying to build their own Jade Cargill because WWE wanted Jade Cargill. She ain't going. She's still under contract with AEW. So to me, they were just trying to build their own homegrown. I fucks with Lash Legend. However, baby, you have to change your name. Lash Legend is not gonna stick. She don't need a gimmick overhaul. Only thing she got to do is change her name, keep everything the same. She in the little group, the metal, whatever is crap. I don't know, whatever. It's like the Power Rangers or the Beetleborgs. I don't know what it is. Change your name, baby, and you most likely could have been on the list if your name was different. And that's sad. The next honorable mention is Soruka. Soruka, Solruca. Soruka. I don't know what it is. To me, she is another Zoe Stark. But to me, she's more exciting in the ring than Zoe Stark. I just don't feel like she has the right charisma to get to that superstar level. But I'm going to still give her an honorable mention because she is dope in the ring and I think she's pretty cool. She can always change because I'm thinking of a lot of superstars that started that didn't necessarily have charisma to me, but they popped and they took over. Like, I remember when Lita first came, and a lot of people think about Lita with Matt Hardy and Edge. I'm talking about Lita when she was with S.A. Rios, if y'all can remember that. Like, Lita didn't stand out at all when she was with S.A. Rios. So I never would have guessed that she would be a pioneer and a Hall of Famer and so iconic like she is today. So any of these ladies can change. That is my list, and I hope you guys don't kill me too bad in the comments. Coming up next, Fix My Wrestler. All right. Now it's that time of the show where we about to fix Ricochet. Fix My Wrestler. Let's go. Number 1, my guy. Stop that fucking smiling. That's the first thing we gotta go. Like that. I mean, that's the first thing that gotta go. I absolutely despise, can't stand. It's cringy when a wrestler is like, unless it's like a part of your complete gimmick, like a Bo Dallas with the believe and the smile and like, bro, like you a cool ass dude, Ricochet. Like you coming out and smiling, like yeah, anything is possible. Like you a freaking like a Disney manufactured wrestler. Like bro, kill all that smiling. That's the number 1 thing in my personal opinion that gotta go to Ricochet. We ain't even gonna talk about shit in ring because my boy is off the charts, top 10 wrestlers in ring ability. It's really his whole package, his gimmick. Number 1, kill the smile, my dude. We briefly had a moment where he was gonna have a heel turn, but I think they pulled the plug on it extremely fast. It only lasts for like 1 episode of Monday Night Raw, I believe. But with that being said, we need a heel turn. Not only do you need to kill your smile, but you need to kill the smile while going heel at the same time. And you don't need just a regular heel turn, because to me, Ricochet ain't got a good mouthpiece. That transitioned into the next thing we need to do with Ricochet. We either got to get him a manager or we got to pair him in a stable, like the Hurt Business. Ricochet, I don't know what happened, but the Hurt Business revived Cedric Alexander's and Shelton Benjamin's career. Should have did the same for Ricochet. I don't know why they dropped the ball on it. They felt like it wasn't needed, but Ricochet desperately needed the Hurt Business. Ricochet is so bad that I don't even think he held the 24/7 championship, even though he was kind of in it, where he was always chasing R-Truth or who's the other guy that was always taking him from R-Truth? I forgot. It's like a little white guy. But he was always chasing him around, trying to get the title. I really forgot who it was. Like Ricochet, I mean, he's Intercontinental Champion, I believe. He's had the U.S. Champion. He's had the North American Championship. He missed out on the NXT title, of course. And I don't think he had any tag titles in NXT or WWE. But it's very easy and very simple to fix this guy. Get rid of that damn smile. You can keep the attire if you want to. I guess so. It's whatever. You can keep the attire. It's pretty generic anyway. Get rid of the smile. Turn this man heel. He needs a mouthpiece. Get rid of that theme song. It starts off with a bullet, like an animated bullet, not even a real like gun bullet ricocheting. It's like pew pew pew. Like, kill the theme song. You need something cooler, more badass. Now, the thing that I kind of hate sometimes with African American wrestlers is like 90% of the time their theme is always got to have some type of hip hop to it. I really would like him to get something that's not hip hop ish with his theme, but anything at this moment is better than what he has now. So, smile, gone. Check 1. 2, heel turn. Check 2. 3, theme song change. Check 3. 4, who we gonna pair him with? So, if he gets with a stable, it has to be this newly formed Hurt Business type of thing with Bobby and the Street Profits. However, I would actually like to see Bobby, the Street Profits, and Trick Williams get put all together, and Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet being in it. But this is about Ricochet. So Ricochet, we're going to put you in, instead of putting you in the newly formed Hurt Business 2.0 type of thing, because you should have been in the first one with MVP. How about I'm going to just pair you with MVP, since MVP is not with Almost anymore. I'm going to pair you with, or it doesn't seem to be with him, but I'm going to pair you with MVP. And I'm trying to think of somebody else you can pair him with instead of the typical MVP pairing. Let's think. Who else? And I'm trying not to necessarily say, hey, let me keep him with a black person, but sometimes that shit just work out for the best. It gotta be MVP. I'm trying to think of somebody we can bring back that's not in the business now. Like, if Mark Henry was still in the WWE, I would put him with Mark Henry. Mark Henry really can't talk either. MVP gotta be the choice. It'll be cool to see him. How about this, guys? It'll be cool to see him with Teddy Long. Ricochet and Teddy Long is his mouthpiece. He just need a mouthpiece because bro can't talk. He cringe. Maybe if he go heel, his talking game will get a little bit better. But to me, that's really it. Now, as far as title pursuits, so with the last episode we did, Karrion Kross, we had him going after Seth Rollins' title or Roman's title. I think peak Ricochet is IC title, which is something he's already had. So I would make him IC champ again, and then as we go into the next King of the Ring tournament, I'll have him win the King of the Ring tournament and become King Ricochet, because I think he has a King thing anyway. I want to say, let me look real quick. Let me go to his Instagram, because I think his Instagram is like King Ricochet or something like that. Let me see if I can bring it up quickly. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, because this is King Ricochet is on his Instagram already. That's his Instagram name, King Ricochet. So IC title run, have him hold it all the way to the next King of the Ring tournament, which that kind of happens sporadically anyway, and then have him win the King of the Ring. MVP King Ricochet is finally arrived. Badass dude, wearing an all black suit, kicking ass. That's it. That's his peak. That is how you fix Ricochet, in my personal opinion. The number two things he got to do is lose that smile and lose that thing. Him pairing him with someone, whatever, but he gotta lose that smile and gotta lose that theme song. That shit is so cringe. But that is a very simple fix my wrestler. Let me know in the comments who you guys want me to fix next. If you want to email me about it, it's podcasttweener at podcasttweener. But just let me know. And you guys are welcome to kill me in the comments if you think I fucked up Ricochet instead of fixing Ricochet. And that's a wrap, my guy. Season 2, episode 6 is in the books. I appreciate everybody for listening on whatever podcast you guys are tuned into. I appreciate you guys for watching me on YouTube as well. Be sure to like and subscribe. It's free. It'll help me out. I appreciate it. Let's grow this shit together. If you guys want to be on the podcast and come and debate and chop it up with me, it's podcasttweener at gmail.com. Also follow me on IG and TikTok on podcast. I almost said podcast tweener. IG and TikTok at Tweener Wrestling Podcast. New TikTok content coming on the way tomorrow, by the way, and I'll be sharing that with my Instagram followers as well. But I appreciate everybody, and until episode 7, we pumping this content out. We about to go crazy. Until episode 7, I'ma holler at you.